HasanAbi corporate. I don't even know what that is. All right, let's talk about Enrique Tarrio, former leader of the Proud Boys and government asset, a CI, who, by the way, 100% is a CI because they used that, at least his team used it, in his defense to try and lower his sentence, which, as you can tell from his 22 years in prison sentence, did not work, but they still tried it.
Former leader of the far-right group, the Proud Boys, who just received the longest prison sentence so far after the assault on the Capitol. A judge ordered Enrique Tarrio.
Bro, I do also kind of feel like the American criminal justice system is literally like no matter what happens, they do hit the brown and black folk harder. Like, it's so funny because he wasn't actually there. He did facilitate it. He did plan it. He wasn't actually there because he got arrested the day before on gun charges, which led all of us to believe that he was probably like working with the law enforcement and was like scot-free. Meanwhile, the other fucking 3%er guy got like 16 years. This guy got 22. All right, let's continue.
To serve 22 years, more than 2 decades, for his role in plotting, planning, and orchestrating the January 6th siege. Scott McFarlane was there in the courthouse in Washington during the sentencing.
Convicted of seditious conspiracy, hatching and executing the plot to block the peaceful transfer of power, Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio received his sentence Tuesday. Tarrio wasn't actually in Washington on January 6th, but prosecutors argued he galvanized the Proud Boys and committed a calculated act of terrorism, calling him not a leader, but the leader of the conspiracy. Judge Tim Kelly agreed, citing a message Tarrio sent to followers celebrating the January 6th attack, reading, "Make no mistake, we did this."
He was proud. He's like, "Make no mistake, I, Enrique Tarrio, planned, facilitated, and acted out the desires of the President Donald Trump, our glorious Lord and Savior. I did this pretty much alone. Only send me to jail if someone's going to jail." That's that's how proud I am, dude.
And he sentenced Tarrio to 22 years in prison, the longest sentence in any January 6th case.
Mr. Tarrio was the leader of this riot on January 6th that attacked the Capitol, regardless of whether he was president or not. And because of that,
it is pretty funny that like the fucking guy who got the most wasn't even physically there, which, by the way, obviously that doesn't absolve you. Like, don't misunderstand me. But the fact that there were other leaders that were physically there that got less time than he did, I'm telling you, man, the criminal justice system is like, oh, he's brown. Like, he got an extra penalty, dude.
He got the longest sentence, more than his lieutenants received.
The prison term was short of the 33 years prosecutors sought, following a pattern the judge set with other Proud Boys members recently sentenced for seditious conspiracy. Tarrio's mother and sister both wept as they asked the judge to show leniency before Tarrio, in his orange jail jumpsuit, said he was...
It's crazy because, like, again, he wasn't there. His lieutenants were there, and they got less than he did, right? Like his lieutenants were fucking there. Like, they were literally funneling people and shit. Like, the fact that he got the highest sentence, I know that he had the highest role, but he got the highest sentence even though he also literally is a snitch. Like, that's crazy, bro. I mean, deserved and also awesome. Don't misunderstand me. It's fucking great.
He was sorry for his actions, called his case a bitter pill to swallow, and said the injured police officers deserve better, and acknowledged he knew Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. Tarrio's lawyer spoke after leaving court.
There'll be a day and a time where an appeal will come.
Prison boys! TikTok! Dude, the funniest part about this is like how every protester is getting nutty with it. They're always there. They rarely ever have like supporters at this point. It's almost always just counter protesters that are like, "F you." It's so sick. It's so funny. Oh, I think my food is here. Hold up.
Appeal to come soon.
The prosecution of the U.S. Capitol attack is the largest in American history, with nearly 1,100 defendants. I've been to a lot of these hearings, haven't seen a crowd the size we saw yesterday at Tarrio's hearing, roughly 100 people. Nate, clearly Tarrio had some supporters, but also his number of detractors.
You're right about that, Scott. Thank you.